Guys, welcome to MyGuy Reviews review of the latest installment of a Disney live-action film turned cartoon or animated classic turned into a film. This is, of course, Jungle Book. This is directed by John Favreau. I think I've mispronounced your name, sorry. But he is an amazing director. Now, I know the only thing that they're putting online is he directed Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2. But, of course, he made the amazing Elf as well. He's famous for being on Friends as well as Monica's boyfriend. And he's also directed last year's sleeper hit movie, in my opinion, Chef. So this is the latest installment of Disney's kind of live-action remake. So we had the one with Angelina Jolie. We've had Cinderella come, Beauty and the Beast is on the cards next. And now this is Jungle Book. Jungle Book has come back to life in a huge way. This budget for this film must be close to $200 million. It looks visually stunning, similar to Life of Pi did. And it's shot in real 3D as well. But the voice talent is amazing. So you've got Sir Ben Kingsley, you've got Bill Murray as Baloo, you've got Idris Elba as Shere Khan, you've got Scarlett Johansson as the Python. I forgot the Python's name for a sec. And you've got Christopher Walken as well. I think he was King Louis, and it's the same story that we remember, but obviously brought to life in a very different way to what we've seen previously. Obviously, we had the animated cartoon, which had amazing score, stuff like The Bare Necessities this time around has been sang by Bill Murray for a whole new generation. It's one of my favorite kind of movies of all time, Disney ones, and it's been brought to life in an amazing way. A lot of computer animation, of course, was used in this, and it's literally just one person on screen throughout, and he must have green screened all the way through it, but it looks amazing. And it is really good. It's great fun for all people, especially for like younger people who haven't seen Jungle Book previously. It is stunning, and it'd be great for kids as well. It's visually beautiful, and of course when you bring Bagheera, Baloo, King Louis, you've got Shere Khan, you've got everyone comes back to life, but it just feels like it's a little bit too dark for maybe the younger generation. So, like kids who've seen the original, obviously you've got Mowgli, you've got Shere Khan, you've got what happens. But in the cartoon, of course, it's a cartoon, so it's not as scary. But this, it is quite dark. It feels quite dark. But it is Disney coming back to what they did. They even brought back everything that they had originally with the kind of the story and the kind of the characters and everything that we saw and loved in the original. This is for a new generation of children, and this was going to be one of those kind of movies that may become one of their Disney classics for younger generation. Not as good as the cartoon, because obviously that was the original and I love it so much, but this is still great. And it's brilliant growing up with the old cartoon, now seeing this come to life in a visually stunning way. And obviously they brought on, in my opinion, a great director as well, and they got really lucky with that. Because this could go one of two ways. This could have become like the Peter Pan film last year. It could have been a big budget movie that kind of just bombed and died in the box office. But this is loved by people. It looks amazing. It is fun, and Disney are back to doing what they do, taking their old recycled products and rehashing it for a new generation. But why not? When you can spend this much money and make it look good and actually turn out good, then of course I'm more than happy for you guys to churn out more and more of your old classics, turn them into live action films. Just avoid what Warner Brothers did last year with, of course, Hook, the Peter Pan film. But of course this doesn't really add anything else new to it, but it looks and is amazing to hear. Just wonder where Jungle Book has been all these years. Why has it taken so long to come to life? And there's a reason why, because when you watch the film and you're watching Baloo and you're watching Bagheera and everyone come back to life, and you're like, King Louis, and everyone looks amazing. And there's a reason why it took so long to kind of bring them all back to our big screens and to DVDs again, because obviously technology has only just advanced in that manner to allow us to kind of see something so beautiful on screen again. The 3D, I was lucky to watch this in 3D now. A lot of the films that have come out previously have been in 3D, but not real 3D, if you know what I mean. There isn't much in terms of depth and stuff. This looks amazing. It's everything that you want it to be. The 3D is real, the depth and the crispness of it all, and it doesn't kind of make you sick that, you know, they've done it in 3D just to kind of like, it's like Alice in Wonderland, it's just a gimmick. This is not a gimmick. This looks amazing in 3D. If you're lucky to watch in IMAX, watch in IMAX as well. It is one of those films that just visually gorgeous to watch. And we'll be around for ages, I believe, because, you know, after 100 million in the opening weekend, this film's going to be blowing up the box offices for a long, long time. This is well worth the watch. This is definitely the kind of like the pre-summer blockbuster that you want it to be. Kids and everyone will love it. It is a little bit too dark for certain children, you know, very young children, but I still thoroughly recommend it. As anyone who has seen the original Jungle Books and loved them, this is obviously going to be right up your street. It's got everything you want it to have, and it looks visually, it's just amazing. Obviously, when the songs and stuff come in, and now Bill Murray singing Bare Necessities, a lovely moment there. You know, Bill Murray, the legend, and him singing one of my favourite songs from the film. And then Christopher Walken as King Louis. And again, another great song there. So yeah, a lovely, lovely film, well worth watching. I'd give this a strong 8.5 out of 10. Tell me what you guys think. Hit me up with your comments. Hit me up with your likes, your dislikes. Click the big S button for more MyGuy reviews of other films as well. And this is, of course, one of Disney's many, because I believe Beauty and the Beast is next. So if this is as good as it was, Cinderella was good as well. So we'll have to tell us by Kenneth Branagh. So stellar directors, stellar cast. Disney are pushing out the boat for these movies.